Hi there. We've been seeing each other for a while, and I think it's time to introduce you to the team. Hello and welcome back. This is Pookie's Revenge. I just recorded an episode, but I was muted, so I have to do it again. That's my punishment. This is another episode of the 5-year $500 Rags to Riches series, and this episode, let me just get my face down here a little bit. Just want to kind of walk through the portfolio really quick. You can see that most of the positions are within about 3%, 3.5%, so not a lot of noise in the market today. Things are just kind of sideways, and I'm okay with that, right? My short-term special dividends that I'm rolling, I don't really care what happens to them because I have a plan. I either sell them for a tax advantage or a cash profit. But right now I just have my sell order set just above my break even on all of them. They're all past the the ex-div date, so I'm just waiting to collect the payout and then reduce the risk exposure through a sell order. And then my long-term ones like LADR, Main, Schwab, J&J, and O, I don't really care what happens to them noise-wise because I'm either getting realized share appreciation over time, stock goes up, or I'm getting a discount when the stock goes down that I can DCA. Okay, so either way, it's pretty cool because I don't really have to care about anything. So let me get my spreadsheet up here, and this is kind of where I wanted to kind of address the team. I have a Rags to Riches team in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, if you're watching this on YouTube, there is a link in the description for the Pennybois Discord server. You don't have to join, and you don't have to pay anything. There is a free section, and that's where this stuff occurs. So I'm very adamant about not doing any sales stuff on this series because I just want to help people learn the basics, and that doesn't require a paywall or anything. You don't need to buy Stocks Buddy. You don't need to buy Premium. Everything that they encompass builds on top of this stuff. So this is not the most efficient approach, and you're not going to make millions of dollars. But if you want to speed up the process, that's where that stuff comes in. You can buy an indicator that'll give you clean signals and good risk management, or you can buy an alert service and get the hands-on analysis and all that good stuff. But I'm very opposed to doing sales-oriented stuff on this series because I want to keep it focused on the education. So, all right, so this is a spreadsheet that I made, and if you're on the team, this part's kind of for you mostly. There's a couple important categories here, but I'm just going to give you the overall structure. So let me make this bigger. So every Friday morning, after my market open live stream in Premium, I'm going to open up the voice channel in the free section of the Discord for our Rags to Riches team so they can all talk and we can have a mentorship session. This will be the opportunity for the team members to kind of introduce themselves, ask questions, share anything they've been struggling with, share, just anything that is related to the project. So every Friday morning after the market open live stream in Premium, I'll start doing that. It'll probably be around 11 Eastern. Okay, so on this spreadsheet, first column is the week. So every Friday at the end of the day, I'd like to have these updated by as many people as can participate. There are a finite number of slots on the team, so I want to make sure that everyone has the ability to make the most of it and that we don't leave anyone behind if that spot is taken. So hopefully everyone can participate and get this up and running. I did request everyone's email addresses. This is a restricted spreadsheet, so people can see it if they're not on the team, but I only want team members to be able to edit it. Okay. So the week is just the date for every Friday for the rest of the year. This is going to be a 5-year project, and at the end of this year we can reassess and extend it if we want to, but I just want to show the impact over the course of a year. And I went ahead and filled out my first tab. That's just me. These are aggregate counts, which means that every week, say that I don't make any P&L for the next week. Next week's P&L would be, or the portfolio value would be $24.3730. If my account goes up $100 from here until next Friday, the account would go up to $25.3730, right? So for right now, it's just this week is $24.3730. It's not the end of the day on Friday, so I'll update it when that happens. But this is just like an end of the week snapshot of how the portfolio is doing. Any contributions made for the week should go in this column. So this week, for example, is the first week of the month, so I made a $500 contribution in accordance to the plan. Next week is going to be $0. Next week will be $0. And then the first week of February, I'll add another $500. So that's what that'll look like. So this is the only one that's not an aggregate count. And I'll kind of get into that. So 3-month P&L, this is the most potent one, and this is kind of why we're all doing it, right? 3-month P&L, I don't care about the dollar amounts. I don't care about the percentages. I care about whether or not the 3-month P&L is green or red. So if you look at mine, it's green. Okay, it's very easy to see that. That's all I care about. And the purpose of this project is to demonstrate that it's not just me that's able to do this, right? I tried to get we get probably about 25 or 30 people on the team, and I wanted to make sure that I had a variety of different levels of experience, different approaches to the market, different goals, just to demonstrate that this is something that can be done by the masses, not just by Pookie, right? So the more we get this from red to green for most people, we can kind of counteract the statistic that 90% of 90% of traders wash out within their first 2 years. Because really, if we can turn green in 3 months, that fixes the bulk of that right there, right? And that's really what's going to have the most impact on newer traders who are trying to figure out how to start, where to learn, where to get started, and stuff like that. So that's kind of why we're doing this, right? I just want to prove that it's not just me that can do this. Then I have 10 ticker slots, and these are in groups of 4 columns, and T1, T2, T3, all the way through T10. They all follow the similar format. So T1, for example, is the ticker. So ticker number 1 is J&J, and in parentheses I put quarterly, or Q. If it's a monthly one, I'll put M. And the idea here is that I just wanted to denote whether or not it's a quarterly or monthly payment. And if you're not sure, you kind of need to know that stuff. So that's something we could talk about on the mentorship meeting. But I'd like it if everyone is able to denote that as well. And that'll kind of help show the breakup of the positions, right? How much you're allocating to quarterly payouts, how much you're allocating to the higher risk, maybe monthly payments like Tesla. And I'm doing these in descending order of the market value. So my biggest position obviously is Johnson & Johnson. You can see the total cost here. Then I have Tesla. Tesla is a monthly payout. It's higher risk, high yield ETF. It's got a total cost of $426.65. So all I've done is I write the ticker in here, the quantity of shares that I have, the average that I have, and then the cost is automatically calculated. So all these green columns here are automatically calculated. Same for Tesla here, same for Clip, same for JPQ, same for and so on and so forth, all the way up to number 10. Now, I personally don't have a ticker 9 or a ticker 10 on this portfolio, so I'm just leaving them blank. All right. And then the total invest column here is an aggregate sum of this whole row. So all the cost columns are added up and put into here. So I can see on this portfolio, I have a total of $2,000.76 invested in long-term passive holds that I plan to hold for a long time. Now, if I look over here, you can see the account value is $2,438.92. Now it's moving again. I've got about $61.73 in buying power, and the rest is in these speculative positions. So I'm still relatively on par with what I set out to do. Now I'm not speculating, like I'm not looking at, the low float runners and stuff, unless it's on a live stream and I just want to kind of walk people through how to use StocksBuddy or something. Most of it's just these special dividends that I'm rolling and recovering. So not a whole lot commitment wise on those. I'm not looking at charts all day. I'm not doing anything crazy. And that's kind of the way I want it. I don't want to focus on just day trading, because that's where people get hurt, because they think that's the only way to make money, and it's really not. So the portfolio value is going to go up and down. That's easy. Contributions will be added when I can make them. Again, I plan on making just the first of the month each month, $500 each, and that's in alignment with the other spreadsheet. And then really just, I want to share this 3-month P&L, and probably every month or every 3 months, I want to have the profit channel in the Discord just bombarded with overall P&L green screenshots, because I see a lot of people post, and this is no fault to the members. I'm very proud of them when they have successful trades, and some of you guys have quite a few of them, and it's awesome. Hats off to Jason Smith, by the way. But I really want to see the overall P&L become more important, because that doesn't omit the losses, and it doesn't exclude any information that's relevant to contributing to that 3-month P&L. So that's kind of the reason I want to do this. I expect a lot of these to probably be red for the first 3 months or the first month or two, just from people kind of getting acclimated to the process. And maybe they still rely pretty heavily on speculative trading, and that's just going to happen. It's okay. But until that speculation and risk management is ironed down, the passive income should continue to grow. And then once that 3 months hits, it should be net positive for most people. Okay. The mentorship sessions on Friday, again, after market open live stream, I'm going to open up the free live stream voice channel for our Rags to Riches team members. We can all have a mentorship session, and that's where we really want to talk about the the strategy, the plan, and because not everyone's going to trade this the same way. I'm personally using a 70-30 mix, so 70% of my contribution money goes into dividends and passive growth, and as the account grows, I'll incorporate different strategies, like I'll do spreads, I'll do the wheel, all kinds of cool stuff, right? I'll probably switch to a margin account and use some leverage at some point, but I want to keep it in the realm of what everyone else can do. So I'm just starting small, I'm starting slow, I'm not doing anything crazy. Someone else's portfolio might have 600K in it, and they might trade it completely differently, and that's okay, right? That's why I wanted to make sure I got a variety of everybody on this. And then as the series goes on, I'll be able to pick people and just kind of look through their stuff and update you and kind of get some insight into their approach. And then that way, again, it's not just me doing this, it's everybody else, right? So I've got a team. There's about 25, 30 of them. And every mentorship session will be an opportunity to kind of review what we can do to get that P&L from red to green, if it's red, or from green to more green, if they have a little bit more experience and a little better risk management. But until then, I want to see this whole column go from red all the way down. Well, in April, right? Not that far down. In April, everybody's P&L for 3 months should be green, and that's the intent. So if you're not green for the last 3 months, we're going to fix that, hopefully. Obviously, it's your money. I'm not going to be putting money in your account. You're not going to be putting money in my account. I'm not collecting any money for doing this, because I believe there shouldn't be a paywall behind trying to figure this out, and you can't just rely on someone to do it for you, right? This is the foundation. This is where everyone should start. Everything builds on top of this. So if you want to do, your own speculative trading and you need a little bit of an extra nudge, we got the alerts and the Pennybois side. We've got the Stocks Buddy indicator if you just want to do it on your own, or you can combine the two. Even if you want to join some other service, or maybe just try doing it completely on your own, you can. That's the whole advantage here. But this is the part that should be free. And again, I'm not interested in making sales pushes and stuff like that on this project, because this is where I think everyone should start. This is the stuff that should be put in schools and taught to children so that they can grow up and start doing this at an earlier age than most people start trading. And then I think that would change things for a lot of people. So that's kind of why we're here. And this column right here is going to reflect that over the next 3 months to a year. So let's do the best we can and convert as many people as we can to this cult. I want to see it grow and just kind of take over. And yeah, that'll be pretty fun. And for those of you watching on YouTube, again, I'm not pandering. I'm not trying to do any sales stuff. But if you guys like and subscribe and comment on these videos, the more engagement they get, the more people they'll be exposed to. That's it's just how YouTube works. So I'm not going to sit here and manipulate people or beg anybody. But if you are interested in helping people, the more you engage on these videos, the more exposure they will get. So I appreciate everybody watching, and I'll do another video on the team itself pretty soon. I got to get back to adding these guys to the spreadsheet. But I just wanted to pop in here and kind of make a little bit of a walkthrough and a video of intent. So I will see you guys next time. Thank you very much, and have a good day. Oh, don't forget to check out HRL, Hormel. I'll do a deep dive on that if I can later today, but tomorrow's the ex-div date, so make sure you do your own research. But it does seem like a decent opportunity for a medium-term hold, in my opinion. I'll explain why in the next video. All right, have a good day. Bye.